My name is Jason Murphy, and I am in Charlotte, North Carolina. I am married for 17 years and have 6 kids that range from almost 2 years old to almost 15 years old. I'm a practicing Catholic, thanks be to God, due to the finding of the traditional Latin Mass back in 1995. I was in my early 20s and had lived a life of alcohol, drugs, womanizing, you name it. That's pretty much what my life was. I had fallen away from the church years past. My parents were divorced when I was young. We were nominal Catholics growing up. I attended Catholic schools until 12th grade, including all-boy Catholic high school, obviously in the Novus Ordo Rite, and never knew anything about faith. Had pretty much fallen away and given way to pretty much anything and everything that's out there that the world would have us believe that we should believe in besides God and have any faith. So by the time I was 21 years old, I'd pretty much hit rock bottom in my life. Everything that I'd put my belief into had failed me. Relationships, friendships, family life, party scene, all of that. Pretty much hit rock bottom, and a friend of mine at the time was around, and he knew that I was suffering. He knew I was going down pretty quick, and he actually noticed a crucifix that I kept on my wall all those years. That's the one right behind me over here. My grandmother gave me that when I was younger, probably in my mid-teens, and I just had I just kept it with me all the time. And she was the type of grandmother. She attended daily mass, prayed the rosary daily, was always sending holy cards and praying for me, and I had it on my wall. So this friend said, "I didn't know you were Catholic," and I said, "Well, I wouldn't qualify myself as Catholic, but sure, I'm Catholic." And he said, "What do you think about going to mass?" And I said, "I'm probably not interested." He said, "Well, I think this is a little bit different." He explained the traditional Latin Mass to me, which I had no idea even existed, and it was held by the Society of St. Pius X in a small rented room here in Charlotte. And he brought me there one Sunday, and it was otherworldly. It was something that I had never seen before. I was a tattered and torn, 21 going on 22-year-old kid who had never seen such beauty and such a spiritual reality that I saw in that small little 20 by 20 room chapel that was set up. And I began going every Sunday afterwards. I shortly thereafter made a general confession, conformed my life to the way that we are called as Christians, as Catholics. I became very involved with the church, and I'm involved with the Knights of Columbus and involved with the annual men's conference here in Charlotte. I'm on the diocesan school board, so we're very integrated in the diocese. And last year, when Traditionis, Custodes came out, I took that as a direct attack. Even though I wasn't going to the traditional Latin Mass at that time, I knew several people who were, and began to get integrated with these people again and have conversations and realize this is not just, this is not right. This should not be restricted. This goes against everything that our Holy Catholic faith teaches. Please God that our local Bishop, Peter Jugis, will stand firm in continuing to allow the traditional Latin Mass to take place, the ones that are already here, and also perhaps consider relaxing some of these unorthodox restrictions that are coming down. So we will continue to pray, we'll continue to fight, and pray for Pope Francis and all the bishops that they will realize that the traditional Latin Mass is a vital and integral part of many people's Catholic faith, and it seems to be one of the most growing and faithful groups of Catholics.